what looks easy peasy lemon squeezy but is actually difficult lemon difficult. Digging. Anytime it's shown in movies or TV it looks easy AF, but the second you have to grab the shovel and break dirt, blah. Here, just let me dig up this 6-foot deep grave with a shovel. Less than 20 minutes later, greater than, well, all done. The Walking Dead is so guilty of this. They would have been over burying their dead by season 2. In any setting with zombies you should cremate the dead anyway. A basic physical exam at the doctor. Looks like a simple, look at the throat, listen to the chest, yep, they have a heart all right. When in actuality doctors spend thousands of hours practicing it so that when you come in with a murmur or funny-looking kid syndrome, they can recognize it immediately. And yes, there are entire class sections on how to respectfully ask your patient to turn their head and cough as you push on their balls. They're looking for hernias. And yes, there are entire class sections on how to respectfully ask your patient to turn their head and cough as you push on their balls. I swear this isn't what it looks like. He's helping me study for a test. As the wife of a doctor, I can attest that I have spent a fair amount of time being the dummy test patient of various physical exams. Did he push on your balls? Drawing something from memory, like a bird or something. In mind, yep, that's a bird. On paper, that's a bird. Draw squiggly lines far away in the horizon. Birds. Reminds of the bicycle challenge. Go draw a bicycle from memory right now. Just take a pencil and paper or open paint at this very moment and draw with your mouse. Turns out everyone knows what a bicycle looks like, but almost nobody can draw it correctly without looking it up before. Well, everybody gets too caught up trying to draw the mechanical bits. But you don't really need them to convince your audience that it's a bike. Fuck all the noise. Just draw 2 pizzas, cheese, no toppings, preferably thin crust with garlic seasoning, and a line above one of them. And you got a fucking bicycle. Source: Am Drunk Artist. Street names. Everyone thinks it's great fun and likes to offer suggestions, but every tree, lake, and other natural feature has at least a dozen variations which you can't repeat for emergency service reasons. That and you get cities which want a street name change anytime the road changes direction, regardless of a logical breakpoint like an intersection. I legit thought you meant street names like Lil T or Fingers. Yeah, you gotta watch out for Fingers. He does unspeakable things. Those CAPTCHA things on Google. I can honestly never read them and the website always thinks I'm a robot. Maybe you are a robot. Are totally no robots. I sweat when I have to select photos with street signs and one overlaps just barely into another square. I consistently fail them. Natural makeup. More work than regular makeup. TBH, this reminds me of a video I watched of a visual effects artist explaining his job. If no one notices your work on the footage, you've done your job well. It's only when you mess up do people notice. Writing a 250-word, open-ended reflection where you're expected to be creative. All I want as a grad student is some goddamn structure and also a rubric. As you progress through the levels of degrees, it is supposed to become more abstract. High school, you're basically just reciting the book. Highly structured, just follow directions. Bachelor's degree, reciting parts of the book and generating some original thoughts within a guideline. Master's degree, capable of independent thought, only referencing knowledge from the book, and applying that knowledge in unstructured ways. PhD, you wrote the book. God, reflections are the worst thing in existence. Whistling with your fingers. Making lemonade. Sure, squeezing one lemon is easy peasy. But do you know how much juice that makes? Not a lot. Fill in the rest with sugar, it's the American way. Or just use Country Time lemonade, there is nothing close to a lemon in it. Country Time lemonade, sugar, never tasted so lemon. Beekeeping. You see videos of these old dudes in their veils and beekeeping suits and it makes it seem so relaxing and easy. Turns out that bees aren't so good at finding enough food on their own and they can get sick really easy, and in the winter they can mold. Have you ever seen moldy bees? Sometimes they're not even dead. It's still worth it though. Have you ever seen moldy bees? Sometimes they're not even dead. Wah. Zombies. This comment made this entire thread worth it. A+. I use a wheelchair and people usually don't believe me when I say that getting around can be difficult, because many of them think that pushing a wheelchair is easy. They literally tell me this. The thing is, when you use a wheelchair all day and it is basically your only means of transportation, it looks more natural. This becomes a problem when I point out accessibility problems. They often don't believe me because they see how I can navigate and assume that it's easy, just because I make it look easy. And your arms gotta be ripped by now. My arms went from flab to fab in the first 2 months I had to use my wheelchair. On the downside, my legs did the opposite. Doctors hate him for this one weird trick. Folding fitted sheets. I've watched instructional videos that make it look so easy, but I always just end up with a crumpled up mess. And that's how it gets put away. The most common type of ghost is the one in a white sheet with waving arms. These are the spirits of people who died while trying to fold a fitted sheet. I take one of the pillowcases and jam the sheets and remaining pillowcase inside it. Now the set stays together and no folding. This is fucking brilliant. WTF. Finding the person I always saw myself falling in love with. Are you the person that person is going to fall in love with? Edit. Thank you for all the awards. I'm a little shocked and saddened at the amount of people who took this comment negatively, even calling it toxic. Everyone deserves to be loved, and self-reflection is not bad. Don't just look for the right one. Be someone else's right one. Damn, my soul hurts. I have empathy pain now. Hanging out with friends during that. I'm not at school, but I'm still dependent on my family. Period. Where you have spare time but have no way of getting anywhere. Maintaining friendships from high school, college after you graduate. People get so busy with work and starting their own families that friendships get put on the back burner. You stop talking to someone for a few months. Then it suddenly hits you that you're no longer friends with the person. Reach back out though. Everyone understands, and I've rekindled and kept in touch intermittently with so many amazing people. Yes, we're not best friends who talk every day, but if shit went down I could give them a call. And vice versa. And when we do get together it's a great time. My best friend from elementary school reached out after 20 years of going our own way. It's remarkable how much we both still have in common. Yes. Got back in touch after 10 lost years. That was 10 years ago and we are stronger friends than ever. Sparkling heart. Actually doing things. In theory it's simple. Just do the thing. In reality I procrastinate until I hate myself. Self-discipline is the single hardest skill to master in this world that makes it easy to just not. The 4 laundry baskets full of clean clothes sitting in my bedroom would agree with you. Lol. Wait, your laundry is clean. Mine still hasn't been washed and I'm still cycling through the stuff I haven't worn since high school. P. Fuck you duvet covers. Fuck you hard. I get in the duvet like a mole and grab and pull until everything is layered pancake perfect, then I crawl out. What the fuck, I just washed our duvet cover today and I'm totally gonna do this in like a half an hour. I'm also pretty high and it sounds super fun, so I hope I'm not disappointed. Edit. It was fun but not super effective. I was trying to do it on the bed and there wasn't enough room and my wife was getting annoyed and the dog jumped on me while I was in there. Hopefully next time yields better results. This is the only proper way to do vey.
Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox.